The last class we discussed punctuation marks and we discussed the rules of Concord, right? You remember the rules, those words that somehow, those sentences that somehow sounded ungrammatical. Let me see if I can stay. Yeah. Yeah, you remember some of these rules, right?
Yes, I do.
Good, good. And that's what you need for the writing and language part. Here, you do not really need to read the passage, except when you need more information, if they are referring to a subject or more than one subject, okay? We are going to do this, but first of all, let me warm you up. In fact, I prepared this for you and a quizzes SAT practice, because the aim is for you to get 44 over 44 here. Then the reading, because you need to do a lot of reading. And just like you said, you started yesterday, you need to do a lot of reading to, anyway, I'll still take you to, through the reading part, but you still need to do a lot of reading so that you can, you know, anticipate the passages. Okay, let's go. I'll be deleting them one by one. So number one, just pick your answer.
I should pick my answer.
Just pick your answer. Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Where? I can see your screen. Should I put the answers in the chat?
No, no, no. Just say it. Just say it. Just say it.
Okay, I will.
Just say the answer. You don't need to type. Just say the answer.
Number one was.
I think actually both of them are correct. It depends on the present.
They both sound correct.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, number two. Sorry, number one.
A.
Number one.
Yeah, number one, A.
Okay, number one, you got it wrong. You see, you remember the rules I taught you, the Concord rules. Let me show you again. Good. Remember this rule. Rule 3, I said it is time or it is high time. The next verb must be in the past. You remember?
Yes.
So if you come back here, you actually, so what? So your A is wrong. It is time I apologized. Anytime you use it is time or it is high time, that was one of the reasons I taught you, I had to teach you grammar, the rules of Concord, especially because if you do not know the rules, it's going to be very difficult for you to score at least 30 or 25 in that paper, writing and language. Now, it is time or it is high time. The next verb must be in the past, okay? So it is high time I called my father. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, let's learn new words now. The ship was dashed in a heavy storm.
Was found.
Actually, that was why I said let's learn new words. Founder is a word. Founder means to sink a ship. Okay, so just note this now. Founder means to sink a ship too. So this is the past. Okay, number one still. Keep moving.
So he made use of one. So does it mean that the verb should be singular?
What is the first rule? A singular subject must go with a singular verb.
Singular verb.
Yeah.
So I think it is.
Perfect. I taught you the rule. Let's go back to that rule. Yeah. Let's go back to that rule. One of. Yeah, this is it. This is the rule. It said one of plural noun must go with a singular verb. Anytime you use one of my friends, you are actually referring to the one, not the friends. Okay, so a singular subject, which is one, must go with a singular verb, which is has. You need to watch that video again, or read your Concord grammar again. So it's is, because that day you will not even have time to guess. Okay, keep moving.
All right.
The number of COVID-19 infections.
Because of infections, plural.
Actually, it's wrong. It's a rule. It's another rule here. You just look at it. The number of children going to school is increasing. Your focus here is number, not the children. Remember I taught you this rule? So the number of COVID-19 infections is increasing, not are increasing. So,
Right.
yeah, so take note of this. I'm recording this video also. I'll advise you to watch. A number of players. Now, look at this rule. When you use the, okay, the, it's is. But when you use a, it changes to plural. Sorry, I'm looking for, yeah, good. Look at this. When you use a number of, okay, you use have, plural. When you use a and the number of plural nouns, it goes with plural verb. But when you use the, it goes with singular verb. So please note that. The same thing with rather and you would rather. So a number of, you can do plural. But when you say the number of, you cannot do singular. The rules are very many and sometimes confusing, but you just need to master them, okay, and become perfect or near perfect. Okay, a number of players now will not change to what?
So I think it's has.
No, I just explained something. I said, if you say a number, a plus the number of, if you are referring to plural nouns, it must go with plural verbs. That is, a number of students have left the camp. But if you use this article, the, before the number, of, yeah, it changes to singular. Yeah, good. Like I said, you need to cram those rules. This is how SAT will actually, let me not use the word confuse, but I will actually get you. We will look at these, okay? We'll look at these and we'll look at the common errors. And like I said, our aim is to make sure you get 44 over 44. So I don't think it's impossible. So A, good. Now, look at this number one. This was something I took my time to break down in the last class. So good luck.
I think it's A.
Now, let's go back to the rule again. Good. Now, look at this. If you use would rather before a pronoun or subject or any other subject, the verb must be in the past tense. The verb must be in the past tense. So if you use would rather before a subject, okay, the verb must be in the past tense. So pick your answer now.
Washed.
Good. I would rather she washed my clothes tomorrow. It sounds, it doesn't sound pleasant to the ears, but it is actually correct. And these are some of the examples or stars SAT might use. Okay, next.
You said a rule about wish yesterday. I can remember this one.
That was 2 days ago. Okay.
2 days ago.
Yeah. Okay. Try. Okay. Let me remind. I said wish. If you use wish, okay. Let me go to the rule again. Before wish. Good. Now look at this. If you use wish before a subject, the verb must be plural and must also be in the past. If you use wish, okay, you remember. Okay, so
I remember. Where?
Oh, I wish my friend were here to see this. Okay, next.
Three weeks are enough.
No, I told you something.
Sorry.
Yeah, let me show you the rule again. Let me try kilo. Yeah, I think it's around here. Yeah, I said rule 4. When you're dealing with times such as seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, they take singular verbs. Okay, 4 weeks is enough for the police to conclude the investigation. Not 4 weeks are enough. So coming back here, the answer is definitely is. Now, the last question. The last question. I taught you about a group of something, and I taught you about the roles. Okay? So, attempt this question, please.
A gang of robbers was seen scaling the fence.
Perfect. Thank you, because you are actually looking at the gang. Okay? Yeah. What if I change this? So,
it should be plural.
So, what would the answer be now?
The gangs of robbers were seen scaling the fence.
Perfect, perfect. So please, you need to actually read through these rules, watch the video again, and take note of those rules, because that's how SAT, that's how the paper will be kind of tricky. Now, you're not going to go through all this. I just want to pick 1 or 2 before we look at the SAT proper. Okay, now look at question 1, attempt question 1, let me see. We're not going to do everything. I'm just going to sample, okay?
Delete it out of order.
Okay, okay, let's move on. I'm looking for someone. Okay, look at number 2.
Okay.
Look at number 2.
Presently.
Presently means now. Now, if you look at the sentence very well, you see, but we have time for a drink before then. Okay, dinner will be ready presently. Means it will be ready now. But before it's ready, okay, we can have time for that. Okay, 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 makes sense. Look at question 7.
Who their names for?
No.
Hundred competitors put themselves.
No, that's wrong. Let me show you. The answer is actually enter. Let me show you the meaning. When you say enter, yeah, competition. Now, oh, can you see my screen, or should I make it a little bit bigger?
I can see it. I can see it.
Now look at it. Enter. It said to be included in a competition, race, or exam. Both men have been entered for. So when you talk about competition, you enter for, which means you registered, you indicated interest. So put their names for is wrong. Put themselves for is wrong. Taking part is wrong. So the correct answer is enter for. Okay?
Okay.
Just do you have a pen or the paper with you there?
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
You know, honestly, I cannot teach you everything about grammar. You know that. No teacher in this world can teach you everything about grammar. There are some you just have to learn by stumbling
By
into
yourself.
some. Yeah, good. So you've marked this one now to enter for a competition, whether it's football, basketball. Okay. No, this one is easy. So many beggar. Okay, look at number 9. Look at number 9. Look at number 9. He's so mean.
A crust of bread.
Crust. Final answer? You want to confirm?
Yes.
Look at it. Crust. Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, I think I'm about to close this one now. I just wanted, I was just looking for something that you're familiar with this. In a series of questions, 3 words. Let me close this. Look for another one before we go into the SCT practice proper. And then maybe I'm looking for, there was one I saw that looked somehow. Okay, let me try this. If it doesn't work, okay, you know what? Let's go to the SCT proper. Yeah, 35 minutes, 44 questions. This is good because you do not need to read the passage, okay? You do not need to read the passage. So once you just get this paper, just go straight. Look at number 1. I believe my screen is clear, very clear. Which choice most effectively sets up contrasting viewpoints on Industrial Revolution presented in the photograph? Okay, this is number 1. It says people eagerly scrambled to open factories and manufacture products that they could sell at a profit. Now, do you think this eager fits this sentence?
No, it does not.
Hold on. Now, this is where you do not have to rush. You just have to understand what they're saying. You see, the 18th and 19th century industrial revolution in Great Britain created unprecedented opportunities for acquiring wealth. People eat that. What it's trying to say is that the business was booming, so everybody wanted to go into that kind of business. Now it's saying people eagerly scrambled to open factories. Now, if you look at this, does this fit this? Because they wanted to make a profit. Or do you think you can replace eagerly with any of these words?
Yes, I think I can replace it with D.
D is grudgingly. Now, if you pick grudgingly, that means people did not want to open at all. Grudgingly means like with so much complaint, grudgingly. Yeah. Reluctantly, yeah. Feeling of action that you have to do unwillingly. Now, here it said people actually wanted to so that they could make profits. So grudgingly is not there.
Then it has to be B.
Dutifully is also wrong because it means they took their time to do everything you should do. They took their time. These people did not actually take their time. He said they scrambled because this business, okay, because school business is making, bringing in profit. Everybody wants to open a school. Everybody wants to just open a school by all means. So it's not grudgingly because it's going to contrast the idea of the sentence. So the answer is actually eagerly. Everybody was just eager to open factories so that they could make money. So the answer here should be what? No change, right?
Yes.
Now, next time, make sure you understand this sentence before you approach the question, because the question can be very easy to pass and very easy to fail. Now, look at number 2. Number 2 is very technical. Very technical. Do not rush. Take a look at number 2.
Dickens published. I think is. I think is I think it's D.
Oh, you just missed it. Now, do you have a pen there with you on the paper? You said you had, right?
Yeah.
Now, it said Dickens published 15 novels. There is a semicolon. Now, if you look at the sentence, did they list the 15 poems, the 15 novels?
No.
How many did they list?
3.
That means they had listed others before these 3. So what should you do? Look at the options now. They did not list the 15 in the options, in the passage. They listed only 3. That means they have listed like 12
Others
somewhere.
previously.
So now, previously, thank you. So which is your best answer now?
B.
No. If you say publish 15 novels, the same, then there's a semicolon, which, when you want to list out items, remember the punctuation marks we did. Let me look for that punctuation. Punctuation mark. Punctuation mark. Punctuation mark. Yeah. Color. Yeah. You use color when you want to introduce a list, not semicolon. So back to this. Which one should you pick? They have listed, let me say 12 novels, okay? Or the 15 novels. These are just the extract. So what should you do?
Including.
Thank you very much. Including. That is the answer. If you look at what he's saying is that Dickens published 15 novels. These are the 15 novels, and it has ended here, including 1, 2, 3, making everything 18, right? Making everything still 15. Now, like I said, we'll take it gradually. Number 3, okay, that's number 3, so let's look at number 4. Now, look at number 4 very well. Few people at that time that Dickens identified, few people at that time that Dickens identified with miserable children because he was one of them. Few people knew at that time, few people knew at the time that Dickens identified with miserable children because he was one of them. Now look at the options. Just be very, very careful in picking your answers.
He has been one of them.
Is Dickens still one of them?
No, he was
one
of them before. So
yes,
had been.
So, had been. So the answer is now what? D.
Had been.
Had been, because he's not one of them.
So what's the difference between had been and has been?
Thank you very much. Where are my tenses? I need to teach you tenses. I need to teach you tenses. I need to teach you tenses. Let me see. Let me see. Now, has been. This is present perfect. Had been. This is past perfect. Let me see how I can further break this down so that you can actually grasp this, because have been and okay, I think past perfect. Okay, let's go now. Now, let me start with a had. Are you still there with me?
Yeah, I'm still.
Good. Now, this past perfect tense simply means an action that has been completed, that was completed before you started speaking. Okay, let me do this. Let me give you an example. By the time the police arrived, the robbers had escaped. What you're trying to say here is that the action of these robbers has already been completed before you started talking.
Okay.
Here, you describe an action that was completed before, okay? Before you started speaking. Then has been is present perfect. Here, you describe an action that has just been completed when you are speaking. Hold on. Let me see if I can give you a better example. Mike has, okay, oh, you said has been. Sorry. I thought you said, this is perfect continuous tense. Not, this is perfect continuous tense. Okay. Hold on. Let me still break this one down. Perfect have been, has been, by the time you will have, okay. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me look at the question again. And has been. This one can still go. No, this one can still go. This one can still go. By the time the police arrived, the robbers had escaped. Now, what you are referring to, the action you are referring to has already been completed. Now, if you look at this, it says Dickens was one of those miserable children. He is not one of them anymore. So you can use had. Okay? Dickens is not one of them anymore. So you can use, Dickens is not one of them anymore. So you can use had. Now, if Dickens is still one of them as you are talking, okay? You can use the had. Let's try the has. He has been talking to, he has been talking to the man. Now, he has been talking to the man. This action happened in the past and is still continuing to the present. Did you get that now? While had ended in the past.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
this is
understand.
it. Now, sorry, don't worry. I'll still make a video for tenses for you because they actually, we need to progress from simple tenses for you to understand this. Now, has been, this one started in the past and continued into the future. Did you get that? He has been talking to the man. That means tomorrow he will still talk to the person, but the action started long time ago. Do you agree?
Yes, I do.
Now, if you say he had been talking to the man, that means the action had stopped. Tomorrow he will not talk to the man again. So when you use had, that means the action has been completed before. Has, the action started before and is still continuing to the future. Okay? It's still continuing to the future. Don't worry. You know what? Tomorrow I will prepare tenses slides for you because you need, I know I listed that in one of the items. So that you can actually know some of those funny rules. Okay? So sorry about that. When I treat tenses tomorrow, I will explain this better. Okay? Now look at number 5. Look at number 5. But when Charles was 10, his father, a British Navy clerk, was transferred to London. Now, there's a full stop, but that full stop is wrong. Where the family began sliding into debt. Correct this. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. I just want you to take your time and get this answer correct. All right. The British Navy clerk was
B.
don't rush. B. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That's very, very correct. That's very correct. Now look at number 6. This number 6 is what you guys are actually guilty of in Atlantic Hall. Most of you anyway. So look at number 6.
Okay.
They gradually sold dash treasured books there, and they just needed you to correct something, and that's all.
I think is D.
You are not sure, or you are sure, which of them?
I will say I'm kind of sure.
Because you are very correct. Okay, you are very correct. Now, this there is possession. It's a possessive pronoun. Shows that the books belongs to the people, right? Now, you are very correct that after the there should be a comma. Okay, there's still a comma here. So you're doing grade 7. This is 7. Hold on. Let me see. I'm not in for parallelism now. Let me look for another one. 11. His feelings of emotional abandonment and the changes. Okay, no, this one is completing the, I want to look, 15. Look at 15 very carefully. However, the amount of water in an atmospheric river varies greatly, as does the amount of rainfall it produces. Therefore, a majority of California's rainfall comes directly from atmospheric rivers. Unfortunately, the rainfall from these rivers is inconsistent. Now, remember, this is a continuation of the previous statement. So look at it very well and see if you need to change, if you need to add, remove, or not change.
I think no change.
Therefore, a majority of, what if you try, for example, a majority of, now let's look at 15. Let's find out. Is this it? So, like I said, is C, for example. Where is it? C, right? Now, let me explain. That 15, this is a problem, okay, in America. And it's telling you about the rivers, how it varies. And it's giving you an example here. A majority of California's rainfall. In fact, we are going to work on tenses. What's the other one? Connectives and transitional verbs. Okay, so we're going to work on that before we proceed. Maybe I should just look at those simple grammar and punctuation and grammar rules questions for now. 16. Before it leaving, okay, no. Okay, let's look at 17. This makes it tough for the state to manage. Perfect. Look at 17. Let me see if I can. Yeah, look at 17. Let me bold it a bit. Are you using a laptop or a phone?
A laptop.
Perfect. Now, look at 17. These are the things I actually want you to know. Look at 17. It's a very simple answer. Sorry, simple question. Don't rush. Don't rush.
C.
Now,
Is it C?
hold on. This makes it tough for the state. State is one, right? Good. State is one. So go ahead.
B.
Huh?
B.
Perfect. B. Okay. As much as you're not going to read all the passage, the full passage, at least the sentences you are going to read, just make sure you get everything correctly. Okay. So if it were states, your there would have been better. Okay. So let's keep, yeah, but actually you're doing well. Now listen to this. California is not the only place to experience heavy rainfall due to atmospheric rivers. In fact, a handful of these bands exist around the globe at any given time. Though small in number, let's go. 18.
What's the meaning of diminutive?
Small. Diminutive means small.
They all mean small. What the option?
Yeah, but one is more appropriate. Though small in number, atmospheric rivers contain 90%. If you're talking about number, do you use small? Which one do you think is more? Which one do you think, in terms of counting, which one do you think is more appropriate in the options?
Few, little.
Thank you. Did you say little or few?
Both.
Okay, find out. I think you just said the correct answer before. I don't know why you changed your mind. When you're talking about number, you use few. You use small for size. What number is that one? 18, right? Good.
Oh, but you can say like they're small in number.
No, it's actually wrong. You use small for size. You use small, okay? Few. When you want to count something, you really want to count different objects, okay? You use few. Few means like there are not many. Few, oh, sorry, few has to do with number. Look, it's small number of something. When you want to count something, you cannot say, okay, you use few for mostly countable nouns, okay? So please, small in number, you're talking about size, okay? Actually, you should have said small in size, okay? So it's actually few. Now, this one is grammar. This number 21 is punctuation marks. Let's see. And I know we've done punctuation 2 days ago. Despite the importance of atmospheric rivers in the global water cycle, meteorologists have much to learn about their formation.
So is that a hyphen or is that a hyphen or a dash?
Thank you. That's a dash. You can see it's longer.
Yes, it's longer.
You can see it's longer. Now, let's take it slowly. Can colon work? Can C work?
What? C.
Can option C, can it work?
No.
Cannot work. Now, are you sure? Okay, look at it. Just tell me which one do you think? Despite the importance of atmospheric rivers in the global water cycle, meteorologists have much to learn. Look at the sentence we will see if you need to add some.
I think it's no change.
Okay, no change. To me, it makes sense. 21. You are very correct. No change, right?
Yes.
Good. It doesn't make any sense because the thing is still flowing. The thing is still flowing. Don't worry, okay? I'm going to teach you tenses, transition. Now, let me put them somewhere so that I do not forget. Tenses, which we might do tomorrow. Then transitional. I thought there were 3. Which other one did I say I would teach you? That we found here.
Parallelism.
Parallelism. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's do these 2 first. We're going to treat these 2 tomorrow. Okay? How you transit, how you use your meanwhile, however, okay? You can see. Then the tenses, which is the most important, okay? Present, past, future. They will now have simple present. We now have simple past. Then we have future present. You see there are many now. We now have present past, past perfect, and future perfect. Okay, we'll look at all these because you will find them all here. But you will understand that actually you've done well. Okay, you've done well, and you have noticed something again today, that you do not say small in number, you say few in number. And for this, okay, no, this is punctuation marks. The rules. Okay, today I wanted to take you through reading, but don't worry. Then the rules for the Concord. Watch the video again, okay? Take note of the rules. Let me see if I can send you Concord. Let me see if I can Concord inserts. Let me see. Let me see if I can just send you something to. Aha. You know what? Mikhail, are you still there?
No.
Yeah, I'm going to send you this Concord right now. I'm going to drop it in your chat. These are all the rules of Concord. So let's know we've closed the topic Concord. Oh God, I hope this thing will copy. Copy. Anyway, okay, copy. Okay, let me drop it on your WhatsApp. I think that will be better.
Yes.
Let me drop it on your WhatsApp.
So when am I doing the ACT quizzes?
Once I give you, I will log off. You know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Once I give you, log off, and I'll give you an opportunity to kind of go through your answers again. Okay.
Yes.
So now, if can you access your WhatsApp on your laptop?
I've not logged in.
Okay. No problem. But you can still see my screen, right?
Yes.
Now, these are all the rules. Okay. Like I said, I cannot teach you everything. There are some things you just need to learn yourself. I have given you all the rules now. It's left for you to read them and kind of memorize them. So, start live quiz. Let me assign it as homework, okay? Let me assign it as homework so that, but it's going to end by, okay, tomorrow. Let it end tomorrow, but you can actually start now. Not assign.
So I will need like the link and the code.
I'm going to send them to you right now. I'm going to send everything to you. Okay. Okay, copy link. Send to your WhatsApp, okay? If you have any problem, let me know, okay? So the link is there. Let me still put the code in case you know how these things behave.
Yes.
Let me still put the code there. Okay, so this is the code. Tomorrow, I want to prepare materials for the tenses because you understand that you really need them here. Okay. Anyway, I think you did well here. 1, 2. I want to count the questions I asked and the ones you got correctly. 2. Oh, how did I miss this 13? Maybe we'll end with 13. Okay, you got the 8s, the 17, 3. Okay, let's end with 13. When the system reaches dash land, it cools. Yes, 13. Okay. When the system reaches land, it cools and the water vapor condenses to rain or snow. Okay, look at the options, look at the answer. I know you actually get this one. This one is punctuation, so you just get it.
I think it's B.
Look harder, because it cools and the water vapor condenses to rain or snow. Look harder. When the system reaches land, it cools and the water vapor condenses to rain or snow. Look at the way I paused. It cools and the water vapor condenses to rain or snow. So,
okay, it should be C.
C, no. When the system
cannot,
reaches,
isn't it meant to pause once after cools?
no, you can pause as many times as you want. Now listen to this. When the system reaches land, it cools.
Okay.
Okay, did you say B?
Yes.
Can you take a look at D?
Yeah, I'm looking at D.
Does D make sense?
It makes the least sense because it's pausing twice.
Pausing twice. Actually, the reason D makes more sense is that it pauses twice so that you can separate the three different actions. The first action, when the system reaches land, that is first action, right? Comma.
Okay.
It's cool. You see, now let's go. Thank you very much. You see, let's look at your 13 then. What's 13? You see, 13 is D. Did you see it now? So let me show you again. 13 here is D. Now, if you go back to 13, you find out that it separates the three different actions. When the system reaches land, one action, comma, it cools, second action, comma, and the water vapor condenses to rain or snow. Did you get it now?
Yes, sir.
Now, don't worry. You see, the thing I love about SAT is that we keep practicing, then we master it, okay? The truth is that you will not fail this kind of questions again. You can only fail it once, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to do rigorous exercise on tenses. Maybe I'll start with transitions, okay? How you transit, to know when to use meanwhile, however, whenever. In addition, this is another thing. In addition, for example, okay? So I'll see you tomorrow. I'll convert this video and send it to you for you to watch. But please, the Concord file I sent to you, just copy them to your laptop, copy the material to your laptop and read the rules carefully. I'll see you tomorrow.